Hello everybody, today I'm going to be ranking the kills from Final Destination 1 through 5 because why not? I fucking love the Final Destination films. So I'll just be including the real deaths and not the premonition ones, except for I will be actually ranking the big premonition set pieces later on in it. But for the start of it, for the most part, it's going to be the actual deaths that occurred in the canon, if that is anything. And I'll be ranking them from S, A, B, C, and Final Destination 4. You can't get lower than that. Now, come on now.
I beg yours?
But yeah, I watched my first Final Destination when I was probably 5 or 6, so child abuse. But I've just really loved them ever since. They're so special as far as I'm concerned. Even for with the format of it, you just can't go wrong with it. It's kind of like Home Alone in that way, and Saw. If the format's there, I can watch it no matter what quality the film is, you know? It's one of my favorite horror franchises. Maybe in this top 3 or something, I don't know, but yeah, let's get into it. Starting off with little Todd down there, choking on somewhere. There's something about the Final Destination 1 deaths that are so, I guess just the film in general, it feels so creepy, and it's maybe because the tone of it's a bit darker, that it makes the deaths just feel a bit different from the rest of the franchise. Especially Todd, it's the first of the real deaths, and it's just so brutal, and it sets the tone so well. There are definite elements of the sequence that I don't love, like the water going, the death cleaning up his tracks after it kills somebody. I don't love that.
Oh, now we gotta go?
And it's also how strong was that wire? What the fuck? And industrial grade, but the actual death itself it's hard to watch, for real. Oh my god. Okay, where'd I put it? I'm going between an A and a B. It's definitely not S or C, to be honest. It's not even the best of the film, to be perfectly honest, so I guess I'm fine with B. Okay,
let's go take a shit.
Tyrese is one of the most iconic deaths ever, to be honest, because it was so shocking for the time.
Then you can just drop fucking dead.
It looked like a wave had washed over the audience. People were kind of rocking back and forth.
I do quite like it as well. And it does have the shock appeal, but because I watched it so young, I'm not shocked by that shit. I don't remember what I was thinking when I first saw it. So for me, I'll give it an A. I do really appreciate it, and I appreciate what they did with it. I'm kind of a bigger fan of the shit that's dragged out, and the the Rube Goldberg-esque shit is more speaking of Miss Luton. Oh my god, her death fucked me up as a child. There's this weird ass scene with where the FPS is fucked up and all. For some reason that sticks with me. Even just the shard of glass going in their neck was upsetting to me, and then after that there's still several layers. I think I'll give this A as well, to be perfectly honest. Next up is, you're gonna have to forgive me. I don't have the list of their names put up. So, this is Benny Joe. This is Stifler from American Pie. So his was very quick, kind of like Terry's to me. But is it? You know what? I was gonna say, is it as iconic? It's not, but it has. We see the aftermath at least. Yeah, we see the aftermath, so that's enough to bump it up for me. This video's gonna get age restricted so bad. Carter's, it's off screen, which is a problem, but I just like it. It was a great way to end the first one, but it being off screen is kind of hard, cause I like the scale of it. You know, it's like a giant ass sign falling towards him and hitting him. We don't get to see that. It's obviously not S, but I would give, I'll give it a B. You know, I appreciate the sequence a lot. Oh, with a scale. Okay. No, okay. I don't care. I'm just putting everything in A, except for poor Todd. This is the Kimberly's friend group, if you don't know. They just get hit by a car, really. So nothing special, really. Aye. No, because it's not bad. It's not badly done or anything. It's just, it served a purpose. They did what they needed to do with it, so it's fine.
Okay, I mean it. Take care of it, okay?
Evans is I'm just fucking great. I'm probably gonna put this an A again, for fuck's sake. I do really appreciate the sequence. The effect on the eyes and my favourite execution. I know the people who worked on it worked very hard on it, as they did with the rest of Final Destination 2. I know something about that final shot isn't my favourite, but it's a very good sequence, so I will put it in A. Next up, oh my god. What bastards killed him off screen with a fucking brick? That's inappropriate. You don't do that. Not to your main character from the first. Yeah, and we found out via a newspaper article with some bullshit. No. No, we're not doing that.
How dare you! Learn something from this!
Tim's. I like Tim's. You know what? I'm okay with A being fucking top heavy because a lot of the kills here are good. Bustar. The pre-sequence is like very strange of that one. The dentist office and the bird and stuff. So, but the actual kill itself, the sudden thing, and I always did that. Whenever I was a kid, I would always like run at the birds. I'd always scar the birds because it was a bastard. Okay, next up is Nora's. I really like this one as well. Okay, the sequence in the elevator before him with that weird ass mom was so weird, so unnecessary. Oh, also from the sequence, I love. Was his name TC or whatever? His scream. I've used it in videos before, but his scream is so crazy in that. I'll give it an A again. And we're going to move away from A's very soon, don't you worry. I can see a couple upcoming that aren't going into that category, Buster.
Sure, Jan.
I used to love this girl, I don't remember her name. She used to be my favourite as a child. I was such a weird child. This is a random ass woman, but yeah. I love this girl. You know what?
Oh, well, alleluia, the drought's broken.
That could be controversial. I know that could be controversial, but I don't care. It's very simple. I think about this a lot, more than I should. I don't have a car, but I do think about it a lot, so it's going up there. This is also going up there. You don't want to know why? Because I find the shit that they did to make the effect actually happen, I just find that shit so impressive. And as a kid, I loved it as well. I'm going to be real. I'll just put both of these in Final Destination 4 because I think, first off, for Claire, she deserved a much better death. This was like such a weak way to kill her off, I'm sorry. And they killed two characters off in the same explode. Like, what the fuck? It just seems like such a waste. I think he should have went in a cooler way as well. I really enjoyed his death in the vision with the motorcycle coming at him. That was good. This was doggy do shit.
Whatever that means.
Is his name Brian? Do I remember Brian's name? That's ridiculous if I remember Brian's name.
What's going on?
I appreciate this as an end. This may be an A as well. Sorry. Oh, the A's and nine. Let's fucking put them up there nine. It's the most iconic one, I think, from the franchise. I still see memes about it. Seeing like the two coffins. The transition or whatever, but I see that a lot. The actual death itself is great. Like the behind the scenes shit, they had to light people on fire using that jealous shit.
I can't believe these girls are doing this.
They're my heroes. Look at the burn marks at the end of this.
Oh my god. She's
Oh
like fully on
my
fire.
god.
That didn't hurt her? No. Listen, she goes hot.
Action! Kick the shit out of it!
And it was worth it because it was fucking great. Frankie Cheeks. Frankie.
Disgusting pervert!
Frankie was such a fucking weirdo. Oh my god. Oh, get away. Yeah, he was awful. I've always thought that Frankie Cheeks looks like Ahura from Drag Race UK.
I'm Ahura. I'm a northern queen of the fashion scene living in London.
I don't know. Maybe I'm alone in that. I'll put it with Todd. You know what? And here's the thing. S, A, and B, these are all like great to me. If you're in like these categories, I appreciate it, you know? Okay, let me go. What's his name again? I know the actor's name, Texas Battle, which is like one of the best names ever. I don't know if it's my favorite though. I do appreciate this actor though. I think he was great. Visually.
Why are you gay?
Aaron, oh my god, here's another S.
The goat! The goat!
I'm sorry to say it, I think this is my favorite of all of them. I just found it so impressive. They made it like a dummy of that actress. And it looked so real. The noises and everything, it was just so sad and so well done. I love that one. Okay, next up is this lady who I do not know. I like this one, actually. Sudden Again. I like the sequence that leads up to it. I would give it an A, to be honest. I didn't think it'd be this generous, but I don't think I'm being generous. I think these are all great.
No, it's true. It's true.
This is Ian. Ian's is great again. I'm probably gonna have to give him A as well. Next up is this lady. She was the mechanic's girlfriend who died in the first part of it. I actually really appreciate this. It is CG heavy, but you know what? It works. It works for me, to be honest. I will give it an A. I'm so sorry that I'm like so. Maybe people will agree with this because it's known for its deaths. Next up is this fucker. Okay, I watched it back recently. It is so goofy. It reminded me so much of Home Alone, the way the burglars act, which works in Home Alone because it's like a children's film. But yeah, put it on this because it's lame as shit. I just realized if I see blood, I'm more likely to give it a higher one. I've just realized that just now. Yeah. No, these two show blood. You know what? No, I'm wrong about that because they didn't show blood. Yeah. Yeah. He didn't show blood? Did I? No. Yeah, you know what? No, I'm being unfair to myself. The reason I said so is because I want to put her high. Would y'all mind if I put her an A?
Yes! Yes!
As corny as, it's really corny. I've got my eye on you two. And then, bop. There's something about Final Destination 4 that just feels like a parody. It doesn't get it. You don't get it. Okay, this is a chance for me to put Final Destination. Give Final Destination some flowers after dragging it. So you know what? A indeed. Next up is the mechanic guy. He gets a very CGI death, but I do appreciate this death as well. Final Destination 4 went so hard with the CGI, and it somehow looks worse than the CGI from 3 and 2. So it is kind of goofy. It's given like Looney Tunes the way it got flung back. So you can stay there. Hello. This guy was so hot, I'm sorry. I love the sequence with him in the pool, and I love the sequence with Janet in the car. More so, I liked the switching back and forth and not knowing who's going to die. And I liked the Janet sequence quite a lot. His was just weird. There's something about Final Destination 4 that's just weird. But the actual death, you know what, I do appreciate that death. I don't go swimming. I don't believe in swimming. I think that's of the devil. So, you can catch me. Oh, this weird ass shit. This weird ass man, oh my god.
That's what she said. And you know what? What was that? Okay, James.
He didn't even die. He's just here to represent that like random cowboy man. Chivalry is dead. Who said chivalry? I can't say chivalry. I still can't say it. Chivalry. Who said chivalry?
Stop it!
It's just what was in the water in 2009?
Chemicals!
Oh, this pissed me off. Because I liked this character and he got fucked over.
My wife said that deja vu is like God's way.
Huh? They really tried to recreate Tyree's death with this one and it just looked worse. It was awful, and you don't do that to like a main character. Yet again, it's if you want to get in Final Destination 4 tier, you just fuck up a main character. He was part of the main trio, and then for some reason like Janet replaced him. Nah. Okay, this is from the final. I appreciate this a lot actually, because unlike some of the other ones, I don't care for these characters at all. I will say, nah, just to make it clear, I didn't include the individual deaths from the end of 3 because we saw them in the vision, but we didn't actually see them happen, you know what I mean? I'll do anything to believe that Wendy's still alive. So we're going with that. Also, in the Final Destination 3 DVD, there's a special feature or something, or Easter egg, that it just says that the sheriff and Kimberly from 2 died. I think they got put into a wood chipper or something. I don't count that, that's not canon. That's a DVD special, Diva. We don't do that. Yeah, this can go here. I do appreciate this, and I also appreciate... One thing I do appreciate about 4 is the opening, where they've recreated all the deaths, but in like an X-ray-esque style. I do appreciate that, and this tied it up all together. But the reason it isn't higher is because we actually don't get to see the characters actually die. We see the CGI version of them, which is very Final Destination 4, you know. Okay, we're on to Candace. You know what? This is also one that just sticks around. I think Final Destination 5 is probably the best in terms of the kills, except for maybe 3. It just gets them so right. Okay, we're on to Isaac. Isaac's managed to be funny without going into Goofus territory. But it also, the pen sequences I appreciate more than his actual demise. Yeah, that's fucked up. His when he had to go through a lot of pain, but he was also dickhead. So this can go here. I do appreciate the sequence a lot. It's just another, like, at the end of the day, it's another quick death.
Groundbreaking.
Olivia, walk all the way up to the fucking top. Pew pew pew. It's one of the unforgettable ones from the franchise for sure. Someone who has glasses and has thought about like this eye surgery, this always comes to mind.
Love that kind of stuff.
Another quickie, but the gore. I think we got to see the gore and I appreciate that. It's kind of well done. This was unexpected to me.
It was what?
I also really appreciate his death in The Vision. That's one of the most fucked up ones, I think. Next up is this agent guy. I'm so sorry. Getting shot in Final Destination is like such a robbery. Be so pissed off. Kind of same with him. I appreciate it. Kind of threw back to the Vision death of his. It's not great. It's a nice sequence, I guess. Okay, we're at the final sequence of 5. This is Molly's death, where she gets sucked out of the plane and basically cut in half. I just really appreciate the ending of 5. I can't be mad at it at all, so I'm just gonna put you up there. To be honest, I know it was calling back to Alex's Vision death. No, we saw it then, you know? Okay, and the final death of the franchise so far, which I'm so excited for the new one. It's like, you know, gives me a reason to keep living, you know, I suppose. And maybe when that comes out, I'll update this, who knows. But yeah, this one is appreciated, and it's... I have mixed feelings about the fact that Final Destination decides to kill all of its main characters off. Obviously, you know, it's horror, and you know, they're kind of like meatbags waiting to die. But I kind of wish there was like some leftover survivors, the way Kimberly and the sheriff were. I think it would be fun to maybe like some characters that pop up in the future instead of all dying.
Huh?
But the actual sequence was great. He died in 180. What is Horde? Why not? I've put everything else there. I've never been on a plane, but I imagine if I was on a plane, I would not stop thinking about Flight 180, you know? It's very effective. I'll put you here, you know? Also, these are not in order of my favorite, except for Aaron. These are just as I go, you know? It started the franchise and it was great, but I do have other favorites. I think I'll also put the pilot up here, which I do appreciate the pilot up a lot. Also has some of the most like iconic deaths of the franchise. One, and it's the fucking log one that you see all over the place. I think I'll just keep it there about like honorary mention to the log death. Let's pretend that's an S, you know? This is my favorite. I think this is my favorite. It's perfect. I think it's perfect. I think they're really, I don't want to say they lucked out on choosing that because they didn't, but it's really perfect. I love roller coasters. It's probably the most iconic one from the franchise as well, so I'm not gonna be alone in thinking that it's at the top tier. Yeah! Next up is the racing thingy. Here's the thing. Me and my friend were talking about Final Destination for some reason, and I asked them, like, do you remember what the fourth one was? The fourth one's accident was? And they dead ass said it was like a tennis match. It's that unmemorable, I guess. Or they have dementia, which is really sad. We'll deal with that on our own time. But yeah, just not memorable at all. But I do appreciate it's not the bottom of the barrel. I wouldn't say that at all. The bridge, this was my second. This was what I was like debating between these two, but it is 3. But the bridge is great. So well done. It's just perfect. It's really, I think 6 is going to have such a hard time beating the bridge, to be honest. Because the scale is so incredible. I think maybe the sixth's best shot would be to do something purposefully smaller scale. I'm not 100% sure what the sixth one's disaster's gonna be. I don't know. I shouldn't speak on it. I have no fucking authority. But like that's gonna be interesting to see what they do with that one. Next one, second to last, is the mall disaster / the cinema disaster. This is another one where, if individually, I would put the escalator death in S, to be honest.
I'm scared, Kim. Don't worry. We all are.
That's so sad because Final Destination 4 didn't have any S tier, so the fact that the only one that would isn't eligible is so sad. But the rest of it, you know what, I do appreciate it. I appreciate it for a final act disaster. If it was a first act one, it wouldn't work as well. So I do appreciate it, and I will give it A. Okay, this is the death of the main three from 3. I do have to say, I think 3 is my favourite. This starting it and this ending it, it's just so good. But yeah, the final ranking will, of course, be an A. Okay, so yeah, that is my list. Let me know if you agree or not. Have I been very unpopular all my life? No, as my list unpopular, or my opinions unpopular, let me know. Maybe as I go, I'll rank the Final Destinations. Okay, number 1 has to be 3. Love 3, best one. Sorry about it. My second favourite, 5. Sorry, get wrecked, love it. Then it's 2. It's close between 2 and 1, I'm sorry. 2 is really good and I really appreciate 2 and I love the cast. Okay, 4 is 1. That's not a drag on 1, I love 1. These 4 I love, and it's really hard to rank. Last one, 4. That's dog shit right there.